People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, people are elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at PurpleButterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, PurpleButterfly Soaps, is located at people.etsy.com. And my t-shirt designs, PurpleButterfly-people.tmail.com. And I have good news to report. The full lace cap with stretch, I went ahead and completely washed it, rinsed it completely out, took my bottle brush and scrubbed off the form itself, put it back on the wig block. Then I took I have two bristle brushes. One says firm, the other says soft. Took the firm one and just literally started brushing at it like that after it was completely dry. Yes, it's completely devoid of hair, as you can tell, and as you can tell. When I decided to do it that way, I stuck it in this plastic bag and just started brushing it so that way I can catch the hair in the plastic bag. And yeah. So now that that's completely done with the hair, I can just throw that in the garbage. What little bit is left, I could just literally take some tweezers and just pick it off, or give it another good couple of brushes or whatever, or just go ahead and work on it. So I'm going to take this off. It now needs to be washed again, you know, with some shampoo and all that good stuff, because it still has the residuals of the baking soda and the 40 developer on it. But the hair literally just crumbled off once it was dry, and the cap itself is, well, let's say 95% intact. There's a couple of spaces where it was a little weak and there's a hole. I could patch those up very easily. And I found out that's not because of this process, that's because there was already a hole in those spots from when I was ventilating. Because I sometimes ventilate very fast and very roughly. But that's no big whoop, seeing how it's just a couple of spots and I could just literally ventilate right over the top of it like a patch. Or I could just take some of the brown thread and sew it up. But that's what I have now. Is that cool or what? Now the hose, there's one there. There's one there that actually looks like a cut. I don't know if you can actually see that. Yeah. And that might be from when I decide to shave it. But we know not to do that anymore. Hold on, let's see if I can give you a real-time demonstration without snagging my hair or my fingernails, which I just did. Okay. See? It's still a perfect fit. In fact, I still have a little room here because of where I put some elastic. But yeah, so when I remake this wig, I can just go ahead and ventilate directly over top of it. And, well, first we gotta get rid of all these little strands. And then when I stick it back in the dye bath, that'll give me back the brown color. Because some of it lifted completely up, so it's no longer brown. So here is still brown, here is still brown, but right here is just a lighter color. So I just wanted to see if I could do that, and now I know the answer is yes. Or I could just take some lace and put it right over here and stitch that down, ventilate it on, and continue on with the process. But watch this. Yeah. So now I'm going to take the cap off with my mannequin head and give it a good wash and get rid of the dye that's leaked or whatever and start over. I did make a decision. It came to me as a revelation that a lot of people always start with the darkest color hair that they can get, and then they ventilate, and then they have to bleach the knots, so forth and so on. And it occurred to me that if I started ventilating with maybe a blonde hair or a very light hair, and then dye the hair or dip it in some red or whatever completely and just dye the hair itself, then I won't have to worry about bleaching the knots, because blonde wigs and very light color wigs don't need bleach knots. So yeah, but that's what I have now. And right here where I had the brown thread, you know, as opposed to the tan thread, I'm going to take the tan out and leave it with the brown, and I'm going to take the support strap that has black, and I'm going to replace it with the brown. Actually, I think I did. I could see where I put some brown thread there, so I could just literally take the seam ripper and exit out the black. And right here where the elastic is, well, that's just going to have to stay black because I don't have any brown elastic. So, yeah. So, when I'm ready to start with the next project, I already have the wig cap. So, yeah, I love when a plan comes together. I just wanted to see if it could be done, and now I know it can. So, instead of, well, now I got to take a brush and brush all these hairs off the sink. But that's no big whoop, as long as I don't let it get down the sink. And I can always sweep the floor. So, yeah. But as long as I know that it can be done, so that way if I ever make the wig too dense in one spot and then, you know, wash it and had the returns too long and it just matted up into a mess, I know I could just literally cut it short, put some 40 developer and some baking soda in there, leave it for a couple of hours, rinse it out, brush it, and reclaim the cap. Yeah. Although next time I am going to make sure I don't make the returns too long. I'm going to do it properly, and I'm not going to make it too dense, so that should not be a problem. And I can always cut the returns shorter before it gets to the point where it needs to be washed. But like I said, it's a learning experience. So I just wanted to see before I threw that away and started over and then possibly had the same issue and not know how this keep happening. But now I have, you know, that information up here in my membranes, so I can duplicate the correct way, and if not, I can fix it with the proper way that will yield some results. In the meantime, yeah, there's a lot of thinking going on. I haven't slept, so now that all of that is out of my brain, I'm going to go to bed. Even though not right now, it's daytime. So, yeah. This has been People7 on Twitter, YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at PurpleButterfly-People.blogspot.com. My soaps, PurpleButterfly Soaps, can be located at People.etsy.com. My t-shirt designs, PurpleButterfly-People.tmail.com. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and stay blessed. Bye now.